This is really hard to put together. Like really hard. I only have 3 in so far, and my thumbs really hurt. One of them flew somewhere. I will find it eventually. But she makes it look so easy. You gotta just shove it in. But the problem is that if it goes in at an angle at all into the little hole, then if you can see it right there, those little prongs get split open more, and then you can't get it in. So that's kind of annoying. Let's see if I can get this one in. That last one was easier than anticipated. Nope. Okay. Yeah, there's 8 of these on both sides. Gosh, I feel like I'm gonna break it. Let's try a different one. Oh, that went right in the trash. Okay, hold on. Okay, thankfully it just went next to the trash, so I don't have to go dumpster diving in my own trash can. Let's see. Come on. Go in. It like seriously feels like you're gonna break it if you push hard enough to get it in. Because then it slides out and doesn't go in, and you're like, frick, did I just snap it in half? Which thankfully hasn't happened yet. But I was really excited for this, and now I just have sore thumbs and frustration so far. There we go. Jeez, it really hurts my thumb every time that it like goes in. It's like I'm smacking it. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. I only have 3. Where's the other? There it is. Okay, don't want to lose these. As annoying as they are the only thing that will hold this whole thing together. Okay. I'm gonna try and get you a better angle of what I'm talking about here, where it goes in sideways like this. That's really sketchy. Luckily this one, the prongs didn't get split open like the other one did, but it could have, and that would make it even harder for these to go in, because they've got this little nubbin at the top that's bigger than the rest. You gotta shove it in, and like, yeah, it keeps them from falling out, but it's really hard to get in. So notes for Christine in the next edition of this: make it easier to put it together, because I really can't get this in. Frick, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, hold on, I gotta find. That's another thing I'm not loving about this, is how tiny these are and easy to lose. They're like smaller than my fingernail. And frick, it went in sideways again. It's so hard to get it in. I have her video on how to put it together on loop, just so that eventually when I get to the point of putting these on it, I'll know what to do. But that's gonna take like a million years. Oh, finally. Jeez. Alright, just got 4 more, and then I can move on to step 2. Alright, another note is I just had to hunt this guy down because he flew off somewhere in my room. And they're so tiny that it took me like a solid 5 minutes of digging around where it sounded like it went to finally find this thing. And it's like, yeah, I get they need to be small so they're not like big and bulky. But I don't know, if they were easier to go in, it wouldn't make that much of a difference how big or small they were because they wouldn't be flying away. But anyways, finally got these ones in. On to step 2. Okay, more thoughts. Turns out the way Christine shows it in the video is the hard way of pressing them down into it. It's a lot easier if you have the design facing down and you push them up into it, because you can actually see what you're doing that way. And plus, then if they fly out, they're more likely to go just straight down instead of off into oblivion. So, wish I had figured that out sooner. Would be nice if that was represented in the how-to video. But I got there eventually. I need to get 2 more out of the bag. I did my math wrong in my head when I was getting them out. It's like, oh cool, there's extras. No, I was just counting wrong. Come on out. Oh cool, there are extras then. Because I only need 2 more and there are 4 extras. Okay, cool. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, jeez. And then with these little guys, like if I thought that the stick-up ones were tiny and problematic, these are even worse, honestly. Luckily they go on pretty easy. Gosh, I'm gonna get these back in the bag. They go on pretty easy, which is good. You can just snap it on. It does hurt your finger a little bit, but I mean not nearly as much as my thumbs are hurting after using these ones. I mean, at least part of this project is easier. So then, get this last one in here, and then we can line it up and just press them in. Nice and easy. Once they're lined up. Where's the hole? There it is. Alright, and then you just take these little guys and stick them up on to, I'm gonna flip this over because that's easier. Stick them on, you can kind of just line it up and then press down with your finger. They don't like do this satisfying snap into place like the longer ones do. So when I was first doing it on this end, I couldn't tell if it was on all the way. But basically, once it's on, it's pretty flush, like depth-wise. Like they do stick up a little bit. They're like little buttons. But yeah, they go on pretty easy, which is nice to at least have some part of this that I know is going to be simple. Although I guess the easiest part was sticking them on after they were in. That was pretty nice. So yeah, all in all, like this quite a bit. I just wish, gosh, gotta line it up, hold on. Just wish it was a little simpler. And you're like, oh, come on, Evan, how can it be simpler than sticking one thing in a hole and then sticking the washer onto the end of it? A lot, like, it can be easier than that if the things you gotta stick in the hole go in. And like, yes, I did find the easier way to do that. And so I kind of have to forgive a little bit, because the easier way does exist. I just didn't know. So I was just doing how I saw Christine do it. Anyway, here's the finished rack. It's about the size of my head, a little bit bigger. So it's loaded up. Got a couple HoloTaco polishes here. Got Work Bestie, and there's this Shady Navy. I really like those ones. And then of course the One Coat Black, can't go without that. And then Duct Tape Gray. And then I'm gonna have to go grab my other HoloTacos. One sec. Come on. Alright, so yeah, there's the final thing. Managed to fit, what was it, 46 polishes in there. Ended up taking out the matte taco and the special effect toppers in exchange for fitting more colors. But yeah, all in all, I like it. I wish that putting it together was a little easier, but I mean, just look at that. Look at that. And now I don't have to have them all here. I mean, I'll obviously still have some here, but I'm not gonna have 47 nail polishes here. And I'll be able to actually use my mat. Nice. And it doesn't quite block off my Xbox, but yeah, very awesome. Thank you, Christine, for giving us these glorious shelves. Not PR, I bought it myself. I'm just thanking her in general.